Hey there, good morning. I am John. Today is Tuesday, August 15th, and I'm willing to bet you didn't notice I said January yesterday. I didn't either until later in the day when I was watching it. Like, where did January come from? It's clearly August. Yesterday was August 14th, not January 14th, and this is my daily vlog, where each day I get up and each morning stand in front of this camera and talk about my journey and progress of trying to make content creation full time. So, yesterday, the week was looking very overwhelming, and it's getting a little better. So, I'm trying to make today short because today is podcast editing day, which we'll talk about in a second. But, so yesterday I was able to complete the early look at the first product part, right? So I took a look at it, shot the video, edited the video. It's ready. I'm actually going to share it with the folks over at the place I've been consulting, just so they can get an idea of like what my proposal was, so they can. They've already approved it. It's just kind of they want to see like, what are you talking about, kind of thing. Anyway, I got that done early. That was the thing I was most anxious about getting finished, honestly. And so that's finished. I front loaded it to make sure that was done. So that was an all-day shoot and edit to complete that. I finished it around late in the evening, early evening, I guess, about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and and did a teensy bit more of prep for the podcast editing that will happen today. Let's talk stats. Views are up again, largely on the back of that newest Atari tier video. Boy, do one about dirty video games and people want to watch. Who knew, right? So, but that's going great. I think it's up over 50,000 views now. It's a further 10 grand beyond what we talked about yesterday. And on the back of that, subscribers are once again, we crossed another milestone. We are past 34,008. We're now at 34,960 something, I think. That means today, likely this afternoon, we'll cross 35,000 subscribers on YouTube, that new milestone. So in the midst of my chaos week, good things are happening. I'm just trying to hold on for dear life, and I'm not paying that much attention to them, but they're going on. So let's talk today, as I'm trying to make this brief. Talk today because today is podcast editing day. That takes the majority of the morning up through lunch at least. So what is that about? If you haven't done it before, I'll remind you. We record the podcast every other week, and then every Tuesday I edit it live on Twitch starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we hang out there together in the chat, talk about the recording, talk about suggestions for future things, just talk about technique. Somebody says, why did you do that? How do you edit this? That kind of thing. It's just a way for me to do work, but also do it socially, and invite people to come and hang out and see how that sausage is made. Every Tuesday, too, I remind you that if you have Amazon Prime and have not already done so, you have a free subscription token from Amazon that you can use for any creator over on Twitch. It's effectively like $5 that you can either throw away or give to somebody. And if you'd like to give it to somebody, how about us? That'd be awesome. All you have to do is head over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. That's where we're going to be streaming. You click the little subscribe button and make sure it says use Prime Sub. Now, the first time you do this, you might have to connect it to your Amazon account or something, but beyond that, it always works every month. And you do have to come back and do it every month. The reason I keep talking about it is because if you've done it before, if you did it more than a month ago, that's gone. You have to go back every 30 days and reapply it. And two, it's worth mentioning that you can't do this on mobile because Apple and Android have this thing where you can't do subscriptions without going through their system no matter what. So you've got to do this in your web browser on your computer. So just good stuff to know. Or I guess you could probably do it on your web browser inside of a mobile device if you used non-mobile mode. I'm not sure, probably the web mode or something. Anyway, easiest way, just do it on your web browser. I mentioned all that because every month it adds up. I think last month it was $80 some that we were able to get just out of the little random $5 that people took the time to stop by and apply. So much appreciated if you're able to do that. And then this afternoon I will begin work on the next long form video once that edit is finished for the post-mortem on these cartridges that we've talked about. That'll probably be, for a while, it'll be the last time I talk about those, but it's been a really good series, and I think it'll be a nice kind of icing on the cake, kind of a capper for that whole series. Yeah, so I got that going on. Last thing I want to mention is a follow-up from last week. I mentioned that someone had contacted me about a book they were writing. It's actually an anthology, and they're looking for contributors to write essays to go in the book. It's very interesting. I read his synopsis and his proposal. It's just exposure, right? It's not like a profit sharing thing or anything. So I'll evaluate it. He's basically said, he talked to people, inviting them to write for the book, and whatever he's seen or heard from me, he said you'd be a great addition. I go, okay. I'll see if it fits in my schedule. I could do it. I could write something. He has to line it up with a song and do whatever. I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet, but now I know what that's about. I often leave these threads and don't tie them off because I just haven't. I'm on to the next thing, right? I'm on to the next thing until fruition comes out of something. Anyway, so that's what that was about. So I want to make sure I followed up and let you know what was going on there. I'm going to go and cut today's a little bit short. I don't know how short it's been. It's shorter because I do need to get this vlog posted and get started with the live stream that's going to take place at 10 a.m. Eastern, as I said. So if you're able, join us over there. If not, I'll talk to you next time. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog, if that's what you did. If you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much. Have a great Tuesday. Do something good for yourself if you can, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.